can watch us so he can know how to paint.
Okay, we're gonna start painting this. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Clean all this stuff out of the way. That way we don't paint that. Get that drill.
This drill?
No, this drill.
Oh.
Move it out of the way. We'll put it on that table. Got a little bit of glue right here.
How did you get glue like that?
Oh, it's from whenever I glued it yesterday.
You glued it yesterday?
Yep.
Are you ungluing it?
No, I'm just scratching the glue off right there.
It's scratching it off because it's all dry. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my paintbrush.
Hold on, let's flip it over, get all the sawdust out of it.
I'll get the gun.
Okay, hold the paintbrushes. Okay.
Is it on the wall? Why isn't it warm? Why isn't it warm? It looks like it has the wheels on it.
Well, yeah, it has wheels, but the wheels go on the inside of the track. Alright. Paintbrush. Thank you, sir. Here, roll your sleeves up. Let me see your sleeves. That way we don't get paint on your nice shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now get it on your shoes.
Paint the inside?
Yep, paint the inside. And paint the whole thing nice and thick.
White?
Yep.
Alright, so everything's not quite finished up yet, but this is the setup we got. As you saw, my son sanded down this whole back area. Bless his little 5-year-old heart. I got rubber matting in this back bed to semi-protect the wood. I went with metal straps so that way if the rubber matting shrinks over time, it'll stay clamped down with basically one big washer across the whole end of it. That, and whenever I slide anything into the truck, then you know it'll either hit this and stop there. That way I don't jack the crap out of my bed any more than it already is. And then also, you know, to keep wind and everything from blowing up the rubber mats. And then I got another strap up here that's holding everything down, just to give it kind of a clean look across. And then we used a wooden handle, went with a little bit darker piece of wood, and then kind of closed this up and capped it with a prettier looking front fascia on it. Got it locked in place through a metal plating right here, and my lock went with my own little unique locking system. My brother and I do a little bit of blacksmithing and knife making too, and these railroad spike knives are real easy steel to move around on an anvil and whatnot. They're a great starting knife to make. So I got a billion of these railroad spikes laying around. Anyways, I still got to paint the inside black, but our whole bed pulls out the length of the entire truck bed. I'll be able to store. Let me put you down for a second. So, just as a little preview, I can keep all of my springs in the back of my bed. I can still stack like my motors for operator installs at the back. I won't have to reach so far over the back end of my truck and way down because the actual bed is essentially raised up now. I can keep gear kits, photo eyes, locks, grease, slide locks, all of my hardware, hinges. I've got these ones set up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 hinges. I've got a slot for wheels and rollers, and then I actually left side grooves on here all the way the entire length, so that way I could install just odd end things that I may need: flag brackets, spring mounts, bearing plates, a couple sets of flop hinges, basically anything and everything. So now I don't have to use that bin for hardware anymore. I can put just bolts, screws, fasteners in it. And then this bin over here, I normally keep my bottom seal and operator supplies and whatnot, but I think I'm going to make this whole right side dedicated to operators and motors and whatnot. And this side will be for servicing, so I'll keep seal and grease and lube and then cables for making wires, and then I'll probably put my crimping set back there as well. And then this area will be for repair, hinges, the stuff that you run into the majority of the time. That way, once it's all filled up and everything, 9 times out of 10 I'll probably only need to pull it out this far, but it can come out that way. And then it just rests on the bed of the tailgate. And I would have liked if it could have just rolled out all in unison in one piece and been a lot smoother. It is a little heavy, and then once it's all loaded down, it'll be a decent amount of heavy, but I have just a small enough gap on the bottom rollers that they kind of hop up into the track once I push it closed, and I kind of like that it stops if the tailgate's down. It stops and kind of bottoms out, so that way if I was parked on a slant or something, I wouldn't have to worry about it smoothly rolling all the way out of the back of the truck. But I think everything came out looking pretty darn good. I'm real happy with it. Like I said, I still gotta paint the inside black. I might just leave it like this. I don't know. It was a fun little project though, and it'll make keeping my truck organized a lot easier. I did use all just random parts on this build. Just scrap stuff that I had laying around. The rubber was scrap, the metal was scrap. I did buy 2 sheets of plywood and wood screws. The rest of the wood and everything was just stuff that I already had laying around and repurposed into building this whole project. So the whole project cost me $30 roughly. Yeah, that's the custom pull-out truck bed build. Hope you guys enjoyed it.